All right, welcome back, guys, to the weekly podcast. We out of time. Hopefully, we don't run a time too fast this time. Anyway, got a few interesting topics today. Some sad ones, some controversial ones, and some that might make you happy depending on which side of the fence you fall on. All right, so how have you guys been?
Oh,
Alex?
me?
Alex, how you been?
Yeah. How's bro? Come on now.
Oh, I've been better, but can't complain.
No complaining.
No complaining here, man.
How about you, Alberto? How you been?
I've been pretty good. I was recently trying like this all meat diet. Nah, it's not all meat. It's more of a carnivore diet. But I mean, I don't really think it's like a fully carnivore diet. I was having I told you a little bit about it. I was having avocado.
So fats.
Yeah, fats. So I try to have more protein, but also instead of replace the carbs that I used to have with more fats.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Chemically, I mean, at the molecular level, you can break down those fats into carbohydrate. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I was trying to like throw in some good vegetables. Like eat your dark greens or whatever.
Are there bad vegetables?
Yes, there is.
The potato.
The potato. Oh yeah, potato's bad.
That's the one.
Potato bad.
That's the
Is
one
it bad, for real?
Is bad.
I love potatoes.
No, I'm just kidding,
Why
it's
do you
not
think
bad.
I love it, bro?
Because it's bad?
Because it's bad.
You like bad?
I like
You
bad.
like bad.
I like baddies. Bad veggies. Baddies.
What a baddie. All right, well, here, my week's been pretty good. My name's Juan, if you guys were asking. I've been kind of geeking out, to tell you the truth. Like, I forgot how I got started, but I'm guilty of playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I used to play as a kid, got into it in undergrad. At that point, I realized this crap can get expensive.
Juan, for those who have been living under a rock, what is Yu-Gi-Oh?
So Yu-Gi-Oh is this trading card game that came out like in, I guess, 1989 or something like that. And it got really popular back in the day. And at that point, I was like, I don't know, I was like 10 years old. So me being a Pokemon, I'm like, whoa, the next evolution is to play freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh! So I started playing a little bit, like looking into the lore. And here, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I got into the stories more than anything else, and I realized I like storytelling. Because they have these story cards, and they kind of all fit together. I kind of got into it. Geeky, but I got into it.
So that's how you realize you like storytelling while you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Well, I realized I cared more about the story than I do the card game early. I'm like, oh, it's cool. I get to follow a story, and that's kind of what we do as people, I think. We enjoy good storytelling.
I just enjoy whooping some ass.
You play too?
Yeah, I actually just played with you earlier.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I got him back into it.
Yeah, you did. I hate you.
Yeah, I play to, compete, not to tell stories,
Yeah, you
Juan.
don't even play anymore.
Yeah, I retired.
You tired?
So you play to whoop some ass.
Or get my ass whooped.
All right. That being said, so you're telling me that you play to win, right? You pay to win. No, you play to win. I guess you got to pay to win too, right? All right. So then you're telling me that you're pretty good at Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, man, I'm terrible at Yu-Gi-Oh, actually.
Terrible?
I'm not good at Yu-Gi-Oh at all.
Terrible at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
T-E-Y. T-A-Y.
T-A-Y.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. I'm just
Are
not
you
good.
good at Yu-Gi-Oh?
Dude, I'm so good at Yu-Gi-Oh. I beat you earlier, dog. Come on now.
I lost.
He sure beat you, all right.
Yeah. Hey, he's married, all right? So watch what you say.
Hey,
For those of you that know, you know.
hey, Juan,
What?
are you good at Yu-Gi-Oh?
Man, I have never been good at Yu-Gi-Oh. I thought at one time that I could be, but I kept getting outplayed. I was playing these cards, and people were just too good at it.
I feel you. Some people are really good at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those.
Why do you guys keep saying good at Yu-Gi-Oh? Like it's like some kind of like secret sauce joke or something.
No, it's not.
Nah, it's not. But if you take the phrase "good at Yu-Gi-Oh" and grab the first letter of each word, Nemo, what do you get?
You get someone who's good at Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think you would get like an acronym.
And what's an acronym?
It doesn't matter.
An acronym is like when you don't want to say the full sentence or the full phrase, so you just say the letter of each phrase. That is what an acronym is, according to me.
All right, because this is more like we're saying the opposite. We're trying to say the long way so we don't say the short way. What's the opposite of an acronym?
Definition.
Alex, that makes no freak sense. That makes no sense, bro.
Anyway, here talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, a few months back, the creator, what's his name? I got it right here. It was Kazuki Takahashi. He passed away. They found him, I guess, in some scuba gear. There we go, got it. And found him in scuba gear, like in a local swimming location.
Whoa, Juan! You telling me they found him at the bottom of the pool?
No, they found him floating.
Oh,
They found him floating, yeah, at a local swimming spot in Japan.
face up or face down?
Face down.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was too late for him. But there have been some new revelations to the story, and it turns out that he died trying to save a woman. Yeah, there was these certain swimmers who got caught out in the riptide, and he and a few people went out to go try to save them, and among them was a U.S. officer, right? Who of which, when Takahashi got tired, he himself tried to go save him, but he realized, the officer, that it was either him or Takahashi, and he had to save himself. And fortunately, had to make the decision to let Takahashi know. What do you think about the current?
The ocean is a nature that humans cannot control.
It's a tough story, man. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, dude, and for that, we will remember. How do you say his name? I'm sorry.
Takahashi.
That is hard for me to pronounce. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm not good at saying his name. I don't have a Japanese background. You do a little bit.
From where?
From school. Yeah, Juan has taken some Japanese courses. So
If you can't tell, I'm kind of a geek about it. At least I used to be. I tell myself.
yeah, but should we like give him like a name for short so I can pronounce it?
Just Takahashi. Last name Takahashi.
Takahashi.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Out of respect, you know.
Yeah, because I don't want to say it wrong. That's why I keep like trying to figure out a way to say his name.
Yeah.
So Takahashi, like I think now like he's gonna be remembered as a hero.
Yeah, he kind of went out like a badass.
Yeah, man. Like the fact that like he was just out there trying to save. Was it a family or was it just like
I know a
random?
few swimmers. I'm not so sure about the details, but yeah, he went out, and unfortunately, he was trying to save a woman and child, and the waves were too much. But dude, that's what a way to go, you know. He's that's a great way to go. I mean, he was an older guy, you know.
How old was he? Do you remember?
He's in his 60s.
Wow, dude. Like, damn, that's crazy, huh? Like,
60 years old and still trying to save people, man. Like he wasn't what's the word? Thinking for himself. He was looking out for others.
yeah.
It's a testament, dude. It's a testament to just how selfless he was, and how willing he was to help other people. That's something beautiful, man. You don't see it anymore.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, what do you think you would have done in his situation? Imagine, like, you were by the ocean, like, you have your family, you have your life, you have your loved ones, and you see like the crazy like tides, and you see somebody like as much as you want to help out, and like you can try to do everything that's possible, you know, within your possibilities, you know, but I think at some point. There's that point, and he went over it because he's a hero, you know. Not all of us would do that. Where like we would risk our own life to try to save somebody else.
Some of us are heroes, Nemo.
Some of us, Alex.
I'm not, bro. I would have just not helped at all, bro. I wouldn't even been in the ocean, man. That's me.
Yeah, no, he's a hero, man, and it's crazy because like. It just makes me like think, you know, like put two and two together. Like, wow, this same guy that just died because he was trying to save people. It's the same guy that invented like this, kids card game that we now get to play and enjoy, and it's like, and it's crazy to like try to put that together. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm playing the game that this man that just died created.
You definitely left a legacy, man. It's freaking wonderful. I mean, there's so much nostalgia involved in it. Like you see these old characters, and I can picture myself as being a kid. Like waking up to watch these Saturday morning cartoons. I wake up early to watch them all, not miss an episode because I did not want to miss an episode.
Yeah.
And I want to see Yugi clap some cheeks, dog.
Yeah.
I want to see him get out there, freaking play his cards, and freaking Kaiba over there being like the anti-hero. I want him to lose, but I want him to win also. I'm kind of like, what am I going to do here? I'm conflicted here.
Yeah.
But then just kind of, he's pretty cool at the same time,
Yeah. Damn, like, I really quick, like what?
Stories, man. It's stories. I freaking love stories. That's what gets you into it. It gets you hooked. There's so many card games that kind of, they get out there and they die because there's not a strong story behind them. But this story was about the card game itself, which is interesting.
Yeah, you're right. Like, don't get me started. Like, I mean, I used to watch like Yu-Gi-Oh like back in the day too, and there's like so many like memorable moments. Like, just a few days ago, I randomly saw like an episode where like there's like in the show there's like this kid named Weevil, and he like
hilarious,
yeah
dude.
he like steals some freaking cards from like Yu-Gi-Oh, which is the main character, and they're like on a boat on a cruise, and he freaking like throws Yu-Gi-Oh's card. Yeah, Exodia,
The whole thing out the freaking
His
boat.
win condition.
That's hilarious, dude. He's like, you know what, dude? I'm doing the freaking most immature thing. Oh, we're going to a tournament? Let me see your card stock. Oh, that's amazing. Just throw them out. And the best part is, man, there was no repercussions for freaking Weevil. He's like, I threw him out. Ha ha ha. What an idiot. They were like, dude, he just threw my cards away. Oh, he can stay in the game. It's fine.
Well, Juan, we all know the only way to solve that conflict is through a duel.
But he just lost his freaking cards.
Well, he lost 5 cards, right? It was just
Yeah.
Wait, it was the whole
A
deck?
whole 5, no, 5 cards.
It was just the 5 pieces,
It
right?
was just the
It was
five
just the 5 pieces.
It was just the 5 best cards in the game. Yeah, it was just the freaking. It was just the cards that you used to win, no matter what.
To be honest,
It's not just 5 cards,
No,
Alex. It's not even the best 5 cards. It's a story, Alex. It's Exodia, Alex.
let me tell you
You
something.
know who Exodia is?
No, can I say something?
Yes,
Let me say something. I think Weevil technically helped Yugi out. He took 5 cards out of his deck, making his deck more consistent.
35 cards.
I don't know, not in the show, Juan. The show they use way more than 40.
But it looks like 40.
It's way more than 40. It's gotta
It's way
be
more 40, but it's always this freaking size.
But so he took out 5 of them. So now his deck's smaller. So now he can top deck that shit. I think he helped
You're
him.
saying his deck?
Yeah,
His deck is smaller?
his deck's smaller, so he can top deck. What top decking means is when you draw the right card at the right time.
So you mean like he got a smaller deck, but he knows how to work it better now?
His deck was smaller, but he knows how to use it. It's not the size that matters. It's how you use it.
Oh.
So in your honest opinion, like, do you think there's a difference between like a small deck and a big deck?
Oh yeah, big difference.
Have you tried them?
I only try small decks.
Ah, okay. Is that because it's faster or more consistent?
I like consistency over length.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Too many cards makes your deck big and is over fluff.
Yeah, exactly. It's just fluff, bro. It's like, it's like what's it called? The foam on top of the coffee. It ain't shit, dog. Take that foam off.
Yeah. Well, sorry guys. Hopefully we didn't lose you guys there, but we were getting into some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Here, back to the story though. Yeah, man, this guy, he's just he left what a legacy to leave behind. It's still running. The show I don't think it's running anymore, but the card game is still like flourishing. People love to play it. It gets very convoluted at times because so much freaking reading, but it's just wonderful. It's such I'll say it again. Such great stories they're told, and such nostalgia.
Let me ask you this though, like, that's crazy. Like, how do you think like his family feels, man? Like, they must be devastated, But at the same time, it's you know, and it's like in my mind, it's such a Japanese way to go out. You know, it's like maybe like a stereotype or something, but a good one. Like he died with honor. You know, like because it's very like respectable and commendable, like what he did to try to save those people. And now it's like, you know, the way he went out. Like I wish I could go out that way. You know, like whenever my time comes, if I get to go out that way, I would have lived a happy, fulfilling life. You know, so I mean, within like the bad news, there's that silver lining. So, um, my condolences to his family, because I'm sure like they'll be like very hurt. And 60 was still way too young. He had at least another 20 years, man. Come on now.
Let me clear up the story, man. It's just I can't imagine the type of decision he had to make going out there, man. Like decide, like you said, if he had kids, family, you don't have family, just hypothetically, you gotta think, if I don't make it back, those people that I love are gonna miss me forever.
Yeah.
But he's going to go out there to go help that girl, the mother, and the U.S. soldier. Fortunately, he didn't make it back. Not a hero. Now he's immortalized.
That's crazy. Well.
Oh, man. Well, here, I got another topic for you guys, and it's a little more controversial. Next topic, guys, we have, forgive me, this controversial issue, and it involves, again, this transgender issue that keeps coming up in schools, it's in public life, in medicine, and this time it's displaced a few high schoolers to accommodate a transgender person. So we have is at Randolph Union High School, you have this one transgender person who's in the locker room with the ladies, right, on the volleyball team, and the school is accommodating the transgender person in that that they should get changed in the room of which the gender they identify as. Mm-hmm. The tough part is some of the girls feel uncomfortable, so they're asking, and they were told, okay, there's accommodation we can make in that you girls can get changed in the one stall because you feel uncomfortable, because the onus is on you girls. Mm-hmm. As opposed to saying, hey, that one person should just get changed over there.
And Juan, why do they feel uncomfortable?
Just remarks that she's been making.
Who be making?
The transgender person.
The transgender is saying remarks to the females?
Yeah. I mean, they haven't disclosed the person's name, That's how things work. They don't want to publicize names. They can slander people. And that's a tough part right now. How do you guys feel about that? The accommodations and the fact that they're having everybody, the masses cater to the few.
Okay, so I think that I'm trying to find out where they sell the best popcorn, because I'm just trying to grab some popcorn and watch it play out.
I don't think the girls involved with me going to playoffs, man.
Because I just thought about it, and you got like two of the most entitled people. I don't know if they're entitled or I don't know. They just got
discriminated.
They got issues,
They're most discriminated and marginalized. Those are the names.
Well, look, I mean, according to me, right? It's like girls from the high school, but it's girls.
Yep.
Versus transgender.
Yep.
Right?
Two historically marginalized groups.
Okay, you call them marginalized. I call them. See, I'm not sure, because girls, for the most part, not for the most part, just as I know it, a lot of girls are entitled. All
right.
I can't say all girls or most girls, but a lot of girls are entitled. So right now, I think, as I see it, I'm watching entitled girls go versus transgender people that I don't know if they are entitled, but within the last few years, with all this, with society being very accommodating to them, for the last few years, I do get a little sense of their entitlement now. I'm not saying they're bad people or anything, you know. Not because I'm scared of saying it, just because I do believe they are. It's just a tough situation when you're transgender and you're trying to like define your sex or like find out like where you belong and trying to get accepted into society. So I'm not saying like that I don't like them or that they're bad, but I do feel there is now a little sense of entitlement. Maybe because of the fact that I think they're like very like strong in their opinions, right?
Very much so.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by entitlement. So now you got these girls versus this like transgender party. So where's the best popcorn now, guys? I'm just trying to watch it play out. So I mean, those are my initial thoughts. What do you have, Alex?
Kind of popcorn.
Me personally, if we're gonna start accommodating people, right? Well, there should be, the boys volleyball team, the girls volleyball team, the trans male volleyball team, and the trans female volleyball team. That way we don't gotta mix it up. Everybody got their own locker rooms. The male transvestite, the female transvestite, the males, and the females. So there'd be 4 locker rooms.
Expensive, man.
What you mean?
You think these schools can afford that stuff, man?
Way
too expensive.
Where does my tax money go to?
Doesn't go there.
I thought it goes to the children. Did someone think of the children, please?
Nah, your tax money goes to the corporations and the politicians.
Here's where I stand on the issue.
I'm getting political. So.
Give me that. Here's where I stand on the issue. I think it's unfortunate that they... No. Here, I'm going to say this. Look, you have one group, and say, like you were saying, females, and historically they won their rights, right? Like they fought for them, they got rights. And now those rights are being encroached on by another group, and they don't like it. I think that's the issue right there. You have one group who fought for rights and another group who's fighting for rights, who of which is now coming into the area of another group.
So that's where the issue starts.
Yeah, in as much as we don't want to say it, I feel that we do create exclusionary groups in society.
Wait, you're telling me that we're not all one society? There's little cliques?
There has to be cliques, man, because and here, I'm going to get all philosophical on y'all. In order to define anything, there has to be distinct features of that thing to say, hey, that is not that. Like, that shirt is burgundy, sorry. I can't say it. I can describe it as much as I can say that is not gray. So if in that way, you can't quite say, hey, this person belongs to that group or that person belongs to this group, because it's playing with language, and if language doesn't mean anything, then we can't communicate.
So what you're saying is we have to first identify the transgender before we can even consider them a female, or what are you talking about?
No, what I mean to say is that we make groups, right, according to what they are and what they're not. So if you say, hey, the women are in this locker room, and that's okay, that's what we're going to say, and you have someone else who's trying to say, hey, I believe I am a woman, and I want to be in that room with them. What characteristics make that person part of that group that they're allowed in there? That's a tough part.
That's a toughie.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I hadn't really thought about it that way, but you're absolutely right, man. Like, so are the transgender, do they identify, like, for example, a man that has become a woman, do they identify as transgender, or are they now just a woman?
From what I understand, it depends. Some people say, hey, we are real women, or we are real men. Others say, yeah, I'm a trans man, or I'm a trans woman. Some people who've assimilated very well, they can date, and they choose to withhold that information up until they are ready to disclose that to the person they want to seek out romantically.
Dude, like that's such a interesting situation because like here you have girls, right? Just like biological women, girls, biological girls, and then you have transgender, which they're trying to be a girl, and they go through all these changes exactly for that to try to be a girl, and then what happens? They do all that, and then the girls are like, "Hold up,
wait up.
nah."
Here, you can do that, but over there, okay? This is our circle. This is our clique.
So they're basically defining like, they're like, okay, so we know you went through all that and this and that, but sorry, you're still not one of us. You're still not a girl. Like girls themselves are telling these transgender like women, like, nah, like you're not like us. Like
it's
we're
Wednesday, dog, and you're not wearing pink.
yeah, you know, that's what it is. So it's a struggle, man. Like right now, I'm like empathizing with like those with these transgender characters that are trying to become women, and here we are, like a lot of groups just being like, okay, good try, but not good enough. You know.
I'm telling you, man, they should start a transgender league, bro. Like that way they got their own league. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your league, we got the women's league, we got the men's league, and we got the trans league. 3 different leagues.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
But it's too expensive, and there's not enough
Interest.
there's not enough people to fill those spots.
Those trans spots. Yeah, that's also what I was thinking. There's not enough trans.
Yeah.
So to be honest, yeah, they are a marginalized group just because of the fact that they're so small. But
How about a minority group?
yeah, exactly. They're a minority. But what's crazy is that, I mean, I guess like they're like very like boisterous, you know, like they voice their issues. But there's a lot of minority groups, man. Like, you know, like we talk about like transgender, but there's all kinds of minorities that don't even say nothing, you know, like they just keep going.
Yeah.
You know, what about our Native Americans? You know, Native Americans here in the U.S., like I would say they're like a pretty marginalized group. I've even heard like there's like this like could be a myth, right, that they get all this land because they're
Ancestors.
because like the United States stole their land, and therefore like the United States has given them like reservoirs, I don't know how you say it.
Reservations.
Reservations, yeah. And even though you do see it like with like some casinos and stuff like that, I don't know like how far that is true. Like how much land have they really gotten, you know? And like, is it for all Indians, or is this only for like certain portions of Indians, you know? Like I don't know the politics of all that, but we got all types of minorities, all types of marginalized groups, and like everybody's just trying to fight for their own little inch for respect and territory and rights, you know? It's crazy.
Dude, it's a battle within the society itself, and I think that as long as we keep, you know, like inching our way into other people's territories, like socially, right? Mm-hmm. We can't unite this nation. If you have people fighting against other groups, whether it be racial, ethnic, gendered, spiritual, religious, non-religious, if you have all these groups saying that their rights are being superimposed on, we have diversity in opinion, but if we can't unify under one banner, be like, yeah, we're all different, but we all believe in this, we're kind of crumbling as a nation.
Can I put it in simpler terms, Juan?
Yeah.
All right, check it out. What's bigger, Juan? 5 armies or 1 army?
Depends on how big that one army is.
All right, you answer first, Juan. Nemo. 5 armies or 1 army?
Depends on how big that one army is.
Okay. What about you, Juan?
I agree, man. How big is that one army? How many people can make up that one army?
The 5. The 5 make that 1, bro. But see, that's the thing, Juan. If you have 5 different armies, that's 5 different, things you want. You know, this group wants one thing, this group wants another, this group wants another. That's 5 different things you want. But if you have one army, one decision, one fucking
Ring to
one-
rule them all.
Yeah, one ring to rule them all. Under God, you know what I'm saying?
Indivisible.
Indivisible. No, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
With
So what's
liberty,
bigger?
Justice for all.
All I gotta say is God bless America.
That's what I'm saying, man. What? 5 armies or one army?
Do you know what army is really united?
Which one?
The Koopa army.
Ooh, is that right? Can you tell us more about this Koopa army?
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
So if you don't know, there's this new movie coming out. It's a the Super Mario movie.
No. Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's calling it that because they want different stuff from an Oopsie that they made back in 1983. Essentially, there's this new movie coming out, Super Mario film. It looks like a great kids movie, dude. Looks funny. The graphics look wonderful. 3D animation. I think it's gonna be a good kids film. There's some backlash though, yeah, but here, have you seen the trailer yet?
Wait, I'm sorry. How does that relate again?
One army.
One army,
The
homie.
Koopa army.
Koopa army. To rule them all, dog.
The Koopa Army.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's I think it looks pretty good, man. Bowser looks good. The Koopas look good. I don't mind the voices too much. There's some issues that people take with Chris Pratt voicing Super Mario. But I mean, I think I'm not too picky on it, you know. It doesn't have to be like an Italian person sounding, you know, stereotypically Italian.
I actually have a problem with that, Juan.
You do?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
tell me.
Hell yeah, man. Like,
what? What happened?
yeah.
wanna hear him go
I,
like,
I,
"Here
I-
we go."
I don't want.
Wait,
So
what happened? Did we just switch topics?
no, it's the same. It's the same topic, man.
Oh, okay.
To switch topics, yeah.
No, here's the thing, bro. What is Mario, right? He's an Italian plumber.
Yeah.
Wait, why are we talking about Mario?
That was a transition, dog.
We transitioned,
That was a
dog. You're
transition.
still-
That's the move, dude.
We were so smooth in that transition, you didn't even notice
Even
it.
our own freaking calf doesn't know we're transitioning.
Yeah.
So smooth.
I just want the audience to know like what's going on, you know?
Yeah. No,
They can pick up on it, trust me.
they pick it
They're
up more than you
intelligent
pick it up.
people. You got to give credit to your audience.
Yeah, give them more credit than
They're
they
smarter
deserve.
than we think. Yeah.
All right, my
They can
bad.
keep up.
But yeah, here's what I'm gonna say. Mario's Italian, right?
He's Italian.
Is Chris Pratt Italian?
He's not Italian.
Then why is he voicing Mario?
Because he got picked.
Nah. You wanna know why?
Why did he pick him?
Because he's Star-Lord in Marvel. That's why he got picked.
Oh. He is
And
Star-Lord.
he's Buzz Lightyear in that Lightyear movie.
I thought that was someone else. I thought it was Christian. I thought that was Captain America.
Was it?
Captain America.
Are you sure?
Captain America.
Nah,
It's
man.
Pat.
Man,
Cap.
you're probably right. But anyway, he's Star-Lord for sure.
He is. He is Star-Lord.
So what do you think they're trying to do? Capitalize on that Marvel hype, Star-Lord, make him your main character, Mario, to get the fans to watch the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
I mean, it's the name of the game, bro. Like, you know what? I wish I was like behind like studios, not studios. Like, I guess the people that know the marketing behind all that. Like, I would love to like pick their brains or find out like what do they know that we don't know? Like, because I feel like maybe like before the 2000s, like it used to be like when they would make movies, it would be like they would pick an actor based on their talent and if it fit the movie role.
You're saying now it's like something else?
Yes, now it's like let's put The Rock in the movie and make some money.
Yeah, very
you
true,
know,
yeah. Like, hey,
like does he fit the character? Who cares? Just, it's
who's
so
hot? Who's hot right now? The Rock. Like
Exactly.
that?
Yeah, that's what it is now.
By the way, I think he'd make a great Black Adam.
yeah, he would. But
Buff,
because he would,
just freaking strong, looking intimidating as hell.
because he would fit the role.
He would in that role, yeah.
Except I think he would still play The Rock because he always plays The Rock. He's gotten used to playing The Rock.
He's the same character in every movie.
Like I just
Here, yeah, you're right. You know what? I do gotta push back on my own opinion, yeah. Same thing with Chris Pratt. He's the same character in everything. He's the same character in Parks and Rec, the same character in Star-Lord. Now he's the same character. At least I think it's the same
He's gonna
character.
be the same.
He sounds the same. That's the one issue I have. Like, he didn't even try to change his voice that much. It's like, he sounds like Chris Pratt. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, it's Chris Pratt. Oh, he's Super Mario. I mean, I'm not gonna be too invested in the voice, but okay.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that, like, because this is a film, Mario, do you guys think films nowadays is it an art or is it more of a science? In terms of like making the movie like go big, like getting people to watch the movie. Is it an art or is it a science?
It's definitely art, man. You can't make it science because you're dealing with other people and what their expectations of a film are or a series or something. So you have to tailor it to the tastes of your audience. Like with this IP's intellectual property, you have so much nostalgia involved in it that you have to give like a nod to the like the guys that were first in the 80s, that like first got into Super Mario as a kid. You gotta give like some kind of acknowledgement, like, hey, we know you guys. We're not gonna leave you high and dry. And you have to and since it is a kids movie, you have to appeal to the people that are the children of this age. Yeah.
Someone think of the children.
Think of the children. You know who hasn't been thinking though? You know who has a really strong opinion about this stuff?
Who?
John. I forget. I messed up his last name. I got it right here. I always mess it up. John Leguizamo. He played the pest. You remember that film? Old film.
Don't remember.
He played. He voiced. He was on Ice Age. Sloth.
He was the sloth.
He was the sloth. Yeah.
Oh shit.
John Leguizamo. Yeah.
Sid the sloth.
Leguizamo. He was Sid. Yeah. He played. He voiced him. He believes that he should have been picked for one of the roles in that film. He's voice acting.
Well, wasn't he also in the original Mario movie?
The live action '93.
And he was Luigi, right?
That movie was horrible, dude.
What if Luigi's not in this movie?
Oh, dude, that's gonna be heartbreaking. It's not Super Mario Bros.
About the other bro. You're right. I mean, they didn't call it Super Mario movie. They called it Super Mario Brothers.
Oh man, I don't even know anymore. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I got it. I found it right now.
Hey, now that I think about it, like Alex does have a brother, Argenis. He comes out on the show. On this show. So you know what? You guys could pass as like a Luigi and Mario.
Yeah.
You'd be Luigi.
I'd be Luigi.
Yeah,
now.
you'd be Luigi,
and he could be Mario.
Yeah.
And Pudgy.
That's a nice way to put it.
Either that, or you guys could be like Pinky and Brain.
Yeah, but I think I'd be the brain.
Yeah.
And he'd be Pinky.
Yeah. But yeah, no, man. I don't know. I know nobody cares. In Hollywood. Well, maybe because I am your consumer. But I would really love if you guys could really put an Italian in there. That makes me really believe, like, wow, this guy's Italian. I would really love that. I know it's too much to ask, but I would really love an Italian guy.
Here. Think about this, man. Chris Pratt was in a tough spot. I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Look, you think that they can cast a legit Italian guy sounding like an Italian guy and not freaking get like roasted for it, like right through the coals? Like, oh, you pick an Italian guy and make him sound Italian because we all sound like that?
Yeah, that's what I would want.
Yeah, but a lot of people be pissed. Like, why did you make him that way?
Well, how about
you're Italian?
How about
that's stereotypical,
no.
and that's gonna offend a lot of those freaking PCs. People.
Nah. Let me counter that. All right.
Go.
Let's say there's a different movie, Juan.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Just another movie, right? And in this movie, the main character is Latino. Would you want Chris Pratt to play that character?
Oh man, hell no.
That's right.
But
that's right.
At the same time, I'm acting all like
Gotcha, bitch.
I wouldn't want acting all freaking extreme Mexican just for the sake of acting Mexican.
So wouldn't it be smarter to hire like Gabriel Iglesias to fucking voice that Latino character?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'd be kind of cool with Gabriel Iglesias playing Mario.
No, look.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, you just gotta pick like one of the faces of
the Latin community.
of the community, yeah.
Or like
that's it.
George Lopez.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Any,
dude, here.
I mean, not for Mario.
Yeah,
but
not for Mario, but you know.
Here's what I will say. Why didn't you just pick the voice of Mario to play Mario?
You're right. Why didn't they just pick?
him.
You're right. Why didn't they just get the voice
He's in the
actor
games,
of Mario
right?
to be the voice of the movie of Mario?
So Hollywood, you're up to something. Why didn't you pick Mario? Huh?
So it's-
huh? You could have just picked
Hey,
Mario.
hey,
By the
so
way, story's
You
great.
could have picked Mario.
so it is a science then. It's not an art.
Yeah, it's a science.
Making a movie's a science now. It's,
a
no longer an
formula.
art.
It's a formula. It's a formula.
Okay, it's a bit of both, I'd say. There's some art and some a formula into it. Yeah. Like,
Is it a secret formula? The Krabby Patty secret formula or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's the way I see it. If Mario is Italian, get an Italian person to play him.
Here, I gotta say this though. Diving into the actual content of the movie, what do you hope happens in the movie? Like, what do you need to be in there that to say that was a Mario movie?
First things first, Mario and Luigi gotta be in it.
Yep.
The villain, Bowser, gotta be in it. The animal, no, let me finish.
Okay.
The companion, yeah, the companion, you know, Yoshi, the horse, he's gotta be in it.
It's funny sense.
All right.
Man, fuck the horse.
The damsel in
Dinosaur.
the damsel in distress. The reason Mario's gotta go fight Bowser has gotta be in it.
I'm just
Peach.
saying this, man.
Go ahead.
She's been kidnapped so many times in the game. I'm starting to think she wants to be kidnapped.
Stockholm syndrome, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. She's fucking falling in love with Bowser, but she can't say it, so she's got to get kidnapped. You get me?
And she's like, "Oh no, I guess Mario's coming back." Damn it.
Yeah. She's always hoping he fails, but Mario rises above and beyond.
Every single time, dude. That must. If she really told him the truth, like I'm in love with freaking Bowser, and I actually helped him plan how to kill you through these levels.
But she can't tell him that because as a woman, she can't say she's in bestiality. You know what I'm saying? She's got to be into regular people. Like, you know, she's got to be part of
Here, dude, just have Bowser put on that one thingy, that one star helmet or whatever he put on, and it turned to Bowsette.
But that makes her a lesbian.
Oh, maybe she's not.
And she ain't a lesbian. She into men.
Hold up.
Hold up.
What is Bowser considered? Is he identified as anything?
Well, I know he's the king of the Koopas, so
He's a turtle.
he's patriarchal. So does that make him a man?
Does he define himself as a turtle or an animal?
As king, that's what he defines himself as.
Is he a
Oh,
tyrant?
he's a king.
I think so.
Can people define themselves as kings? Wait.
Yeah.
Well, there's people that define themselves as queens, so I would assume you could identify as a king, right?
I'm sorry.
You're a queen, dog. My lady. You're a queen, girl.
Okay. Side note. Are people that do not identify themselves as male or female, are they considered human?
They're non-binary.
So they're not considered human.
You don't gotta be male or female to be human, apparently.
What does human mean? Wow. Well, we'll find out in another episode.
We're gonna have freaking philosophical conversations now.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose our cast.
I mean, yeah.
And no brains left. Anyway, dude, I think it's tough. And that guy, John Luciano, he's angry. He thinks that he should have been cast, and that only he knows the correct way to write a script for this film.
Is he Italian?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure. All I know is that he spoke out in representing the Latinx community, and I cannot tell you, man, how much of like a gripe I have with that. It grinds my gears, dude. When you freaking use that
Latinx,
Latinx.
yeah.
I'm like, no. It's in the language. There's feminine, there's masculine in the language. You can't get rid of that.
Yeah.
You're messing with language again. I said earlier, you're messing with language. These things don't mean anything, and it has to mean something to exist. But anyway, that's me going on my freaking rant.
You want to go on a rant?
Get
Go
my-
on a
get on
rant.
my
Go on a
soap.
rant. Go on a rant,
Go
bro.
on a
The
rant.
people don't mind.
Oh, dog, dude. It's just like every single time I hear someone say Latinx, I'm like, ugh, I freaking
Trigger
like,
alert.
I freaking die a little bit inside. I feel like, dude, we're freaking losing the war on our own language.
Bro.
And it's not even people who are part of the community that who I speak to on a day-to-day basis. Like, I talk to my mom, I talk to her friends, I talk to the people who freaking work on the corner of the streets. Like, they freaking sell flowers. They do not want to be any part of this Latinx stuff, dude. It's the universities that kind of that push this stuff, dude. It's universities that push it, dude, and it's these people who are even involved in the community that want to define how the community should define itself, and it's freaking just, I don't like it, dude, for one bit.
You're right, man. You're right. Because I feel like as being part of just like growing up, you know, with a Hispanic background, like our people do not define ourselves as anything. We just live. We're like the avatar.
Hey,
Yeah.
we got Viva la Raza, homie.
It's not Viva la
La
Raza.
Rasex.
Nah.
La Raza. It's not gonna happen,
I'm
dude.
sorry, where I come from, we don't even have no Viva la Raza. Like that's just something for marketing purposes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, completely, yeah. Still, though, man, I'm saying is that you every single time I hear it, I cringe. I'm like, dude, that's not gonna be us. It's never gonna be us. It's like fetch, dude. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, I'm done with this freaking rant. I'm done with the show for today. I'm out of time.
Yeah, dog, we're pissed off. We're out of time.